What's good? What's good? This is Steeko. This is Steeko the podcast. Hey, if you ain't done it yet, do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Do me a favor. Drop a comment in the comment section. You know I'm always interacting with me, gente, ya tu side. Also, hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website, r2drec.com. Let's get into this one. Hey, mira. So I'm going to drop the link to my description on this specific one. I think everybody needs to hear this because I want your honest opinion on this one. For real, you know. I'm listening to Matt Hoffel, my expert opinion, real dope podcast. The man is grinding, went from a battle rapper to a podcast, 700 plus 1,000 subscribers. The views are up. Hey, I'm paying attention. I'm taking notes. You know, eventually that's where your boy's gonna head to, you know. Just hey, trust the process, baby. But we got Rowdy Rebel in the mix. And one of the things that's getting a lot of attention is the fact of him speaking about the King Von situation, right? Let's keep it real right now. And respectfully, R.P. King Von. What happened was crazy. Nobody saw that coming. And I'm not the biggest fan, so I'm not going to be out here be like, you know, King Von this and King Von that. I listened to one song. That's pretty much it. Probably listened to one interview. Didn't keep up with his career like that. I don't know this whole demon time and all this, putting pressure, putting in that work. How many bodies does he got? I don't keep up with all that. All I know is that a certain situation happened with, is he Timmy, whatever, with Rhonda, whatever. You know, y'all know what it is. Y'all know the story, man. I don't want to, I don't want to go into too much details about that because it ain't about that. It's about what Rowdy Rebel said. You know, basically what he's saying in this interview, y'all, is that once he pulled out that thing, you know, that banger, everybody should be like, hey, you know, we should have a little bit more of what would you say? More empathy. I'll put it like that. Like once you pull out that banger, everybody should be like, okay, we get it, bro. You know, okay, man. You know, boom, back up. It don't happen like that in the streets. I don't know what streets you come from, but once you pull out that thing, you better start clapping and you better start doing some moving around. That's all I know. Nobody pulls out it and not just start spraying around. It doesn't work like that. If they pull that thing out, that banger, guess what's going to happen? Somebody's going to get shot. That's just the way the street is. There ain't no rules to the streets. Let's be real. When's the last time y'all ever seen people in a certain situation that they're beefing with each other, they're talking smack about each other, just catch a fade and keep it moving? It don't happen. It does not happen. I don't care who you are. If you're in the streets, the street mentality kicks in, and guess what? It's whatever. You think people are fighting fair these days? Let's be real. I'm asking y'all, do y'all think people are fighting real? Like just, okay, let me go ahead and scrap up. You know, come on, man. If you if you whoop somebody, he got a homeboy ready to roll, another homeboy. The line goes on. The list goes on. You will never stop. So at that moment, you got to ask yourself, what is the smartest choice for me? Like, do I continue this drama? Do I continue this path? Or should I say, you know what? I'm done with it. It is what it is. Keep it moving. Just keep it moving, you know. Because some people, their mentality ain't the same as yours. You ain't going to be out there thinking the same way as a person in the streets. You got to be on a swivel, right? You got to be able to move. Rowdy Rebel, what are you talking about, bro? Explain to me, how is that going to work? You pull out the strap and everybody should just back up? Mira, I wasn't born yesterday, bro. I haven't been in the streets heavily like that in a while. Why? Because I move different. I think about, when I move in the streets now, my mentality is, I got to find a way to get back home to my kids. That's the way I think. I don't know how many people think like that, but that's the way I'm thinking. Because if I don't make it home, guess what? Who's going to be providing for my family? Ain't no homeboy going to look out for me. You know, what usually happens when somebody dies, I heard this somewhere one time, they said, everybody will be sad, right? Everybody will be sad, triste, crying in tears, celebrating because you're in a better place. Long story short, it will last for about a month. Next month, they don't even know who you are, bro. Life goes on. It is what it is. So, my mentality is, from this point going forward, if I'm out here like that, gotta think about, how am I moving? If I don't make it home, who am I impacting? How do I make it home? If I'm in that position, in those areas or those problems. And look, there is no rules to the streets. I don't care how you cut the piece of cake. There is no rules. The biggest thing I have with that interview is, I understand Matt Hoffa is doing his thing. Respect all the way. Respectfully, homie. Put the smack in smack. Respect. But how come you didn't rebuttal with, you think King Von was doing the right thing? Do you think King Von had a good rep in the streets? Do you think King Von moved accordingly? Do you think King Von did certain things that the other person will react? Like, when you think about a person like a King Von Demon Time and ready to ride and be a stepper and do whatever, you know, and pop up, stick up kids. If he was about that life, do you think the opposite, the ops, whatever you want to call it, the other side will be like, yeah, let's just catch a fade? Nah, bro. I think we looking at it in a way where it's like, oh yeah, you know, it was King Von. Like, and like I said, I only know one song, and I don't even know the lyrics too deep like that. I heard one interview, and that was pretty much it. I think it was with Adam 22, the interview I heard. But it's not here or there. All I'm saying is, like, when you in the streets and things get involved in the streets, certain things ain't gonna play out. The lack of loyalty, the lack of trust, the lack of friendships, the lack of family, the lack of everything you could think of in the streets. Trust me when I tell you this. Trust me when I tell you this. And I say it with a smile. You know why? Because I was able to move around differently in these streets. I was like, you know what? I know how to pick and choose my battles. Trust me when I say ride to die. You know what I mean? Ride to die. That's what we call it, right? Because we're going to ride till we die for this. But what I mean by that is that, you know how many times we got in certain situations that we could have just ride out and, you know, go all out. But we got to think con la cabeza. We got to use our head. There's a lot of people that made it out the streets. A lot of them. And those people are out there. They speak about it. They preach about it. But these youngins don't want to listen. And it's sad. It's sad because it's like they're telling you, hey, look, you move a certain way. The first minute you throw a punch and then you connect with that person that you're beefing with, what do you think their people's going to be like? You got to think about it. These days ain't no one-on-one. Them high school days, you just catch a fade. Nah, it ain't like that. It ain't no middle school. It's about some street stuff going down, and street things when they happen. Hey, it ain't gonna be playing out like you think it is. Look what happened to Takeoff. He was not even involved like that. Look what happened. PMB, I'm sorry. I always say PBNB. I don't know why. PMB, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta think about it, man. And so when you have Rowdy Rebel saying, oh, this should have happened and people should think about it like this because the streets, ain't no code in the street, bro. If there was, trust me when I say this, Latinos and blacks will be a big impact with each other, making it big, and they could take over things. Look what Nipsey Hussle tried to do at one point. Unite the Bloods and the Crips. Hey, you know, let's have that communication. What happened? What happened? There's no rules in the streets, bro. Mira. Right here. Padre, el Hijo, Espíritu Santo. Just gotta know how to move. That's it. So, hey, look, I respect the interview. It's a pretty cool interview. But that specific part, I'm asking myself, like, Rowdy, you from the streets, bro. You know how it goes. Yes, we wish things could change, but look at your own lyrics that you putting out. You have a song with Fabio, right? I think that's his name. With the Draco, knock the head off, pretty much dead. But hey, who am I, right? I'm just a podcaster at the moment, at this specific moment. But trust me, I do rap music. But I ain't talking about killing the ops every other minute. It is what it is, man. Hey, do me a favor, man. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Do me a favor. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with me, gente. Ya tu sabe. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website, r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart, have faith, and never give up. All right, 1.